Imagine waking up one day and realizing that everything you believed about your closest relationship was a lie. Sounds like a nightmare, right? Unfortunately, for many, this is a harsh reality. Welcome to Toxic Truth, where we pull back the curtain on the hidden tactics narcissists use to trap their victims in a web of deceit and control. Are you curious about how these manipulators operate? Stick around. You might be shocked by what you learn. Let's dive right in. Manipulation is a narcissist's favorite weapon, and they wield it with precision and intent. It all starts with love bombing. Have you ever been swept off your feet by someone who seemed too good to be true? That's because it was. Love bombing involves showering the target with excessive attention, lavish compliments, and grand gestures of affection, creating an almost euphoric sense of connection. It feels like you found your soulmate, like you're living in a fairy tale. But this fairy tale has a dark twist. Imagine getting the VIP treatment at a restaurant, only to realize they're trying to sell you the most expensive item on the menu. That's love bombing, an elaborate setup to gain your trust and affection, only to use it against you later. They overwhelm you with love, making you feel like the most important person in the world. They mirror your values, hobbies, and interests, creating the illusion that you are perfectly compatible. This facade of perfect compatibility draws you in, making you feel understood and deeply connected. Once they've hooked you, the real game begins. The love bombing phase fades, and the manipulation takes on a more sinister form. They start subtly manipulating your behavior and perceptions, making you believe that your worth depends entirely on their approval. One day, they shower you with praise. The next, they withdraw affection. Have you ever felt like you're on an emotional roller coaster? That's exactly where they want you, confused, insecure, and desperate for their approval. The cycle of love bombing followed by devaluation is a hallmark of narcissistic abuse. After the initial phase of intense admiration and affection, where you are placed on a pedestal, the narcissist begins to devalue you. One moment, you're their hero. The next, you're treated as though you're worthless. But why this drastic shift? During the devaluation phase, the narcissist uses criticism, belittlement, and subtle insults to tear you down. It's like Dr. Jekyll turning into Mr. Hyde. One minute, you're their favorite, and the next, you're nothing more than a burden. It's like being at the top of the world, only to be told that you're not even on the map anymore. They begin to pick apart your flaws, making you question your worth. They suddenly become cold and distant, leaving you craving the warmth they once gave freely. This back and forth creates chaos and confusion, making you feel unsteady and insecure. They keep you in a constant state of emotional turmoil, making you desperate to regain the affection they once showered on you. It's like chasing a ghost, exhausting and fruitless. This cycle is designed to keep you off balance, ensuring that you remain dependent on them for validation and approval. Next up, triangulation. Narcissists love to stir the pot by bringing a third party into the mix. Have you ever been made to feel jealous or insecure because your partner constantly brings someone else into the conversation or situation? That's triangulation, and it's a powerful tool in their arsenal. They create a sense of rivalry and instability by comparing you unfavorably to the third party. It's like a twisted game of musical chairs, but instead of losing a seat, you lose your self-esteem. This tactic is designed to make you feel inadequate and to keep you competing for their affection. They pit you against others, fostering insecurity and a desperate need to prove yourself. By making you doubt your worth, they drive a wedge between you and potential sources of support. The constant comparison keeps you feeling like you're never enough, ensuring your dependency on the narcissist. Ever felt like you're in constant competition for your partner's affection, even with people who shouldn't be a threat? That's no accident. It's a deliberate strategy to keep you under their control. Creating these videos takes a lot of effort, dedication, and time. If you're finding this content helpful and informative, please support us by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us bring more valuable content to you and others who might need it. Thanks for being part of the Toxic Truth community. You're awesome. Projection is another favorite tool in the narcissist toolbox. They take their own flaws, insecurities, and wrongdoings and pin them on you. Have you ever been accused of something so outrageous that you know it can't possibly be true? That's projection at work. For example, a narcissist who is unfaithful might accuse you of cheating, or if they are dishonest, they'll accuse you of lying. It's all about deflecting blame and avoiding responsibility. Have you ever had a fight where you ended up defending yourself against baseless accusations? That's exactly what they want, keeping you on the defensive so you don't question their behavior. They shift the focus away from their actions by accusing you of what they're guilty of. Projection allows them to dodge accountability, making you the scapegoat. You're left questioning your reality, trying to prove your innocence instead of recognizing the manipulation at play. Projection keeps you tangled in their web, constantly trying to clear your name while the real culprit remains hidden. It's like arguing with a cat that keeps knocking things off the table. You end up frustrated, exhausted, and getting nowhere. The more time you spend defending yourself, the less you can see the truth about their behavior. And just when you think you finally managed to confront the situation, they switch tactics again, leaving you in a state of confusion. One such tactic is the silent treatment, a form of emotional punishment that can be just as damaging as overt abuse. When confrontation is no longer avoidable, instead of addressing the issues, they might withdraw entirely, leaving you in an emotional void. Let's explore how narcissists use the silent treatment and stonewalling to maintain control and deepen their psychological hold on you. Silent treatment and stonewalling are subtle but powerful tools narcissists use to maintain control. Have you ever tried to communicate your feelings only to be met with complete silence or indifference? That's not just cold behavior, it's a deliberate tactic to make you feel invisible and powerless. Stonewalling involves shutting down all communication, making you feel isolated and confused. The narcissist may refuse to engage in any discussion, giving you the silent treatment as a form of punishment. This leaves you feeling desperate for acknowledgement. The narcissist may refuse to engage in any discussion, giving you the silent treatment as a form of punishment. This leaves you feeling desperate for acknowledgement, causing you to question your actions and seek their approval. They make you feel like your emotions and concerns don't matter, deepening your insecurity. By withholding communication, they create emotional distance, forcing you to chase after their attention and approval. This tactic allows them to maintain the upper hand, keeping you off balance and unsure of where you stand. This deliberate silence can feel like a form of abandonment, leading you to doubt yourself and crave their validation. It's designed to make you feel unimportant, forcing you to submit to their control. Narcissistic manipulation is a complex and multifaceted form of abuse that can have devastating effects on its victims. Recognizing the signs is the first step toward breaking free. It's crucial to seek help, whether through therapy, support groups, or trusted friends who understand what you're going through. Recovery is a gradual process, but it's entirely possible. With the right support, you can rebuild and rejuvenate your life, rediscovering your confidence and well-being. So, how can you start this journey of healing today? What are the first steps toward reclaiming your life? Awareness is the first step to breaking free. Don't go through this alone. Reach out to professionals or support groups. Focus on your growth, self-care, and reclaiming your happiness. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more insights on narcissistic behavior and recovery strategies. Remember, healing is possible, and you're not alone in this journey.